Hello and welcome to a new video. I made most of this video already, but I thought since it got so long because I went quite in detail on what I thought when investing and all the thoughts around and why I invested in those items, I thought I would put the part of how much money I spent and how much money I got out of the items in the beginning. So people aren't thinking that I just wanted to push the video to 10 minutes. Because in my opinion, the part about why I invested into the items is much more important than my profit. So I overpaid on the Dragonbone necklaces, and I paid for those, I paid 850k each, and they're on 360k, right, 330k even right now. So I lost quite a bit of money on those. But I paid 425k each for the holy sandals, and they are 608k now. So in total I spent 865 mil, so it's only a 30 mil profit currently. But I think that might go up in the future. Listen to my video and have a look why I invested in those items. I think it's quite interesting. I always think about what items to invest in. Currently my bank is somewhere between 18 billion and 22 billion GP. The money is spread on many accounts and only check the exact amount of money rarely. So I'm not exactly sure. From those 20 billish, I try to keep around 2 to 5 billion in investments. I mostly like update guessing investments. So that means guessing what items get another use, add-on or buff, and get a lot more value. So basically you're trying to guess what the JMods want to do as updates. Whenever I do an investment, I don't like to talk about it until the upgrade passed the poll. Since I don't like fucking with the economy too much, and I don't want to lead my viewers, so you, into making bad investments, since I fuck up myself sometimes. For example, on the Tome of Fire thing, I lost like 300 mil because I thought they would go to a much higher price, but they didn't. So I bought far too many at a too high price. I bought those holy sandals and Dragonbone necklace, the ones you see in my inventory right here, like 5 months ago. Like, I buy them over a long period of time because I think holy sandals have like a buy limit of 5 or 8, so it's super low, so it takes quite some time to get 1,255, so you can buy like 30 a day on an account, I think. I totally overpaid for the Dragonbone necklaces right here, since I thought they would get a buff much earlier. Warcraft is out for over 11 months now and there's still a piece of shit. By the way, the Dragonbone necklace is the most time intensive amulet slot item to get apart from the Third Age amulet. But the problem here is you get so much money from Warcraft without the good drops that it doesn't even matter. Like, it would take quite a lot of time if you want to hunt for a Dragonbone necklace. I think Warcraft is like 30 kills an hour or something like that. So it's like 33 hours to the Dragonbone necklace drop rate. So it takes quite some time to get Dragonbone necklaces. So if they ever get a real use, they might get quite expensive. I paid like 800k a pop for those. And at current pricing, they're only at 336k and already a pull for a new upgrade to them passed. I also bought those holy sandals right here for 425k a piece. And my idea behind them was all current best in slot boot items are straight add-ons from the previous. So for example, Dragon Boots and the crystal from Cerberus gives you primordial boots. So if a new best in slot prayer boots would ever enter the game, there would probably be an upgrade from those holy sandals. You can see the holy sandals already went up like 180k over the price where I bought them. Also, with the introduction of Justiciar, I thought there needs to be a fitting boot to that, because Justiciar looks really nice for Fashionscape. And I thought the most fitting boot would probably be one with a relation to Saradomin as well, so that might be holy sandals upgraded with the new item, so it might fit with the Justiciar as a Fashionscape item. So let's have a look why I'm talking about these items right now, because the add-ons already passed the poll. So 1 month ago, the Cabos Lowlands poll opened. So to be exact, it was on question 26 and 29 where I hit correct with my items. I think most people didn't even read all the questions because it was so many questions, actually in total 44, that most people only read like the first 10 questions and then they think, yeah, Jagex doing a good job here, so they click yes on all the other questions. So the question here was if Drakes, that's a level 84 Slayer creature, I think it's not a boss creature, should drop an item which you can combine with Holy Sandals. I assume those creatures will be killed quite a lot because they get on the Slayer task list, so quite a lot of the new add-ons will come into the game. The only thing the Holy Sandals or the upgraded Holy Sandals will do then is give 5 prayer bonus instead of 3. But in quite a lot of applications, 5 prayer bonus might be enough for people to switch over to them. If you actually need a lot of prayer bonus, currently you can't really say 3 prayer bonus for 5 strength bonus, but maybe you can say 5 prayer bonus for 5 strength bonus is okay to switch over or something like that. Also a negative is that you need 60 prayer, and a lot of people don't have 60 prayer, especially pures and zergs and stuff like that. But at least people with 60 defense probably have 60 or 70 prayer, so they will use them then. Mainly it's, do you switch from Dragon Boots to those for some Slayer task where you pray a lot? And if you do, maybe they go up a lot. They already raised quite a bit in price, and I think the add-on will be more common than the Holy Sandals. Similar to Cerberus, where the Pegasian Crystal holds nearly no value and all the value is in the Ranger Boots, because the Ranger Boots are a lot rarer than the Pegasian Crystal. And just to put this into perspective, Holy Sandals have exactly the same rarity as Ranger Boots. They could get some value if that new item gets some value. Then to talk about the Dragonbone necklace. The only thing that will be done here is that you can combine your Bone Crusher with it. And it's actually reversible, so that's less good for the price of the Dragonbone necklace, because if you could only combine it and then never take it apart again, the Dragonbone necklace would get a lot more value, because a lot of people like to have all untradable items. Right here, the idea is it works in your inventory as a normal Bone Crusher, and when you equip it, you get the Bone Crusher and the effect from the Dragonbone necklace at once. So what I think right here, a lot of people will combine their Bone Crusher with a Dragonbone necklace just because it looks cooler and it's a bit better, because if you would ever run out of prayer on your Slayer task, you could switch to the Dragonbone necklace if you don't want to bank now. You need to wait 9 seconds and it gives you some prayer points back from the bones that are buried automatically when you kill monsters. Because the current effect of the Dragonbone necklace is for each bone that's buried you get 1 prayer point. For big bones you get 2, I think for Dragon 4, and I think for even bigger bones you get 5. So it's just an item you would bring to a Slayer task as your normal Bone Crusher that looks a bit cooler. But we know what a bit cooler pays for, because on the Tent Whip update, where you could combine your Trident with 10 tentacles, so it holds 25k charges instead of 2500, and the Trident looks quite a bit cooler, people pay 10 mil for that. And it's not just because they can charge it so much more, because you had to charge it once every 10 hours of PVM or something like that, and now you have to charge it every 100 hours. So the main point I think with that new Trident is that it looks quite a bit better. And even though the Dragonbone necklace will mainly be in your inventory as your Bone Crusher, it still looks better than the Bone Crusher, or you look better and you have the best possible items because you could equip it. So for the end of the video, a quick summary again. So I bought the Dragonbone necklaces far too early because I thought they would get a buff much earlier that would give them some use. And again, Dragonbone necklaces are the next slot item that probably takes the most time to acquire. But I know they come from a boss that shits out money even without the Dragonbone necklaces. Then, with the Holy Sandals, I just thought, because All upgrades for boot slots take the last best in slot into consideration. That would be the case here as well. So I hit correct with the holy sandals and made a good investment, and I'm basically got a bad investment on the Dragonbone necklaces so far, but I think once the Campbell's Lowlands rolls around and the bosses start dropping those add-ons to the Dragonbone necklaces quite quickly, it will use them up quite quickly if people actually care about how they look in the inventory and that they don't have the Bone Crusher there, but the Dragonbone necklace that actually has another use so they can equip it once they need some extra player points. So I still think that the investment will go well, and I hope you enjoyed the video and all my thoughts into it. And I hope you also enjoyed the part in the beginning where I already talked about the profit in the beginning and told everybody how much profit it was, so you didn't feel like I pushed you to watch the full video just for seeing that. So thank you very much for watching, and if you actually enjoyed it, consider clicking the like button and subscribing. Because I think only like 12% of my viewers or something like that are subscribed, so I'm doing a bad job in that regard. There's also a Twitter and a Discord in the description. Thanks for watching, thanks and bye.